Uganda's growing agricultural waste is no longer just an environmental burden, it's an economic blind spot, as the new report urges a shift to treating waste as value. With mounting pressure on land and food systems, the study shows that SMEs can turn farm byproducts into profitable inputs like organic fertilizers.
Our population has increased. That one has created too much pressure on the natural resources like land, and also caused issues like environmental pollution and contamination. Innovating ways of recycling such kind of waste is very important. What is very interesting is now when we are talking about circular economy, unlike linear economy, we look at waste as a resource.
They are clearly pointing to very critical areas that we need to look into: the issues of certification, the issues of looking at the elements of capacity building and training, financing of these SMEs, so that we are having recommendations that if implemented will go along the way to really position our small and medium enterprises in a very strong position so that they can fairly and competently contribute to our endeavor to entrench sustainable production systems in our agri-food systems.
We as an economy and also our counterparts in Kenya rely a lot on agriculture. But with agriculture, there lies a big problem in terms of waste management. When we bring all the matoke from Umbarara, the peelings come along and we dump them in a Kasero market. We also have perishables that are always dumped on the sides of these markets. And these need to be turned into money for a smallholder farmer to benefit.
Behind the push to turn waste into wealth is a stark reality. Uganda loses up to half its food, worth about 316 billion shillings annually, before it reaches the market. Despite high policy awareness, most SMEs remain locked out of the formal markets.
Through the research from the businesses and the 45 or so stakeholders that were part of it, they came up with 4 things. One of them was market access and market linkages. That is a big inhibitor, but we want to turn it into an enabler. Almost 96% of businesses say that formal market access is a challenge. Of course, there's also access to finance that proves to be a challenge. And in this one, we have partnered with ANCAP. We are already doing something so that these people can get access to finance. The third thing has to do with technology. And technology, especially in the areas of processing, is quite useful, not just working with fabrication, but also seeing are there ways they can improve the efficiency of processing so that there is less waste.
Now, with this particular study, we actually found out that Kenya is having a food loss of about 40%, while Uganda is having a food loss for between 30 and 50%. That's in a period of 1 year. We also saw some interesting data where we actually saw that in Uganda, the awareness levels of policies is quite high, is at 89%, while in Kenya, if you compare that, is at 56%.
The real test now is whether policy and financing will catch up with the data or waste will continue to cost the economy. Betty Ndagire for NTV.